Hello, this is my new Zoom L12 Livetrak recorder I bought from Sweetwater, and I'm having challenges using it as an audio interface. I do have the audio working. For example, if I turn, you can see the levels on this track. If I unmute these other tracks, you can hear it as well. So I am trying to get this to work. So if I unpress this button and I have this track going, so I'm getting, that's the virus, which, turn this down a bit. So I'm getting the sound work, which wasn't working before. And if I press the USB button, so I'm just gonna mute these other tracks so I'm not recording. So it makes it easier. So the problem I'm having, so if I press this USB, and then also I checked on the back, and there's settings for the audio interface, USB cable that comes with the device. So I have it set to here. You can see here, it says there's 3 settings: USB host, which I'm not using. There's the card reader, and then there's the audio interface. So I have it set to the audio interface, and then I have it going into my MacBook Pro. I have a new M1 MacBook Pro I'm using. So I'm actually having to use one of these dongles to convert it, but it shouldn't be an issue. And if I go into my Mac settings, let me get out of Logic. I'm in the latest version of Logic. I did install the drivers. So if I go for sound, let's see here, sound. I'm trying to get it to use, so it's not showing up in my audio devices, and I rebooted my computer. So it's frustrating because it's not working as an audio interface. So it's supposed to, as an audio interface, and it's not working on the Mac as an audio interface, and that's supposed to work as an audio interface. So the second thing is, if I go into Logic, I go to my settings, let me open Logic. I'm just gonna create a new, go settings, audio. It doesn't show up. So this is a problem. The Zoom should be showing up as an audio interface in the settings. And the other thing is, so if I do Logic and I do a new project, I'm just gonna create an empty project. I'm just gonna do this, go create. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna create a MIDI track, so new audio track. So I'm gonna monitor this, record, what's this? This is the new version, input monitoring. Choose audio device. So it doesn't show up here. This is the problem I'm having with the Zoom Livetrak 12 on the Mac. And this is Logic, this is the newest version of Logic 10.7.5. So, but if I turn things up, like on my MacBook, like if I turn you can hear the audio. So audio is actually should be going through now. Let me go back over my Zoom mixer. So if I go up to these settings, so it's going USB. If I depress this, so I did update the firmware too. So here, if you go display contrast, firmware version 2.20, there might be a newer version. I go menu, let's see, what am I trying to do? So system, so the mixer works, but it's not working as an audio interface. So if I depress that, you can hear it, but I'm gonna turn the levels down a bit. So this says USB audio return. So it's not even going to my audio interface at all. It's not working as an audio interface is what I'm saying. So here we can see the levels. I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna see if I can record audio from Logic. So we'll see what happens. And so I'm gonna press play. I'm just gonna do this quick test. I use Logic mostly. And I'll do one for PreSonus as well, just to see what's going on. And this is a Mac OS Ventura, so about this Mac. So this is the latest version of the OS M1 computer. So let's see if we stop it. I'm just doing an audio recording from the mixer. I'm gonna see if it actually records that. So if I turn the levels down on my mixer, the Zoom mixer, I stop the recording and I go back and try to play it back. Let me see if I can turn the volume up on my computer. So I'm gonna unplug it. Yeah, so it's not even working correctly. Anyways, see if I can figure this out.